and the swamp continues to get drained. This time former FBI Director and Democrat operative James Comey's decision to take it upon himself to leak memos about his interactions with President Trump could come back to bite him in the rear end, according to challenge brought onto his New York bar membership. A lawyer, Ty Clevendra, who filed a grievance against the former FBI director, made a statement on Friday to the New York Lawyers Disciplinary Committee that if Comey did indeed leak classified information about his meetings with the president, he should be brought upon charges and disciplined by the Bar Association of New York. This falls in line with what Senator Charles E. Grassley revealed last week, where Mr. Comey appears to have authored 7 memos about his interactions with President Trump, which government officials have deemed 4 of those 7 memos to contain classified information. Mr. Comey also leaked at least 4 memos to a law professor friend. Clevenger maintains that Comey's actions go against New York bar rules that prohibit attorneys from illegal conduct that adversely reflects on the lawyer's honesty, trustworthiness or fitness as a lawyer. Clevenger also complained about Hillary Clinton and the top lawyers on her team over the handling of her secret emails. He alleges that also breached standards for lawyers. The Washington Examiner reports, "Is James Comey in trouble for leaking his own notes?" Fired FBI Director James Comey raised serious questions when he testified before the Senate Intelligence Committee that he was the source of leaked memos to the New York Times. "My judgment was I needed to get the memos out into the public square," Comey said. "So, I asked a friend of mine to share the content of the memo with a reporter. I didn't do it myself for a variety of reasons, but I asked him to because I thought that might prompt the appointment of a special counsel." The issue of whether doing so actually makes Comey a leaker of government information is not a black and white one. Some have accused Comey, who gave the information as a private citizen, of violating U.S. Code 793 of the Espionage Act. According to ethicist Kelly McBride, vice president at the Poynter Institute, the word leak doesn't have a proper definition. She told the Washington Examiner the Espionage Act doesn't apply to leaking information to journalists. As an ethicist, it's not a clear violation of the law that says you can't leak confidential information, because it wasn't declared confidential, McBride explains. And, should the Department of Justice under Attorney General Jeff Sessions decide to go after Comey? It would be a hell of a stretch, McBride said, noting the information in the memo was neither confidential or classified. However, there may be a legal footing to stand on. According to the FBI's employment agreement, Comey could be in both civil and criminal jeopardy if he did not get written authorization to release his personal notes from conversations with the president. According to the 2-page agreement, last revised in 2015 under Comey, the former FBI head could have violated numerous provisions. "All information acquired by me in connection with my official duties with the FBI and all official material to which I have access remain the property of the United States of America. I will surrender upon demand by the FBI, or upon my separation from the FBI, all materials containing FBI information in my possession," reads paragraph 2. This means if Comey had followed FBI protocol, he would have had to surrender the information he leaked when he left the agency. Paragraph 3 states FBI employees are prohibited from releasing any information acquired by virtue of my official employment to any unauthorized recipient without prior official written authorization by the FBI. Jason Zuckerman, principal at Zuckerman Law in Washington, D.C., said Comey had a First Amendment right to leak information about what he reasonably perceived as unlawful conduct by Trump. Zuckerman, who also served as senior legal advisor to the special counsel at the U.S. Office of Special Counsel, an independent agency that protects federal employee whistleblowers, told the Washington Examiner that the word leak is not a legal term, and "I think it causes needless confusion. Federal employees have the right to blow the whistle to the media. Indeed, the Whistleblower Protect-Don't Act protects lawful disclosures about waste, fraud and abuse," Zuckerman said. Zuckerman said Comey did not leak classified or highly sensitive information. Instead, he was leaking contemporaneous notes of what he reasonably perceived to be criminal conduct, That is, obstruction of justice or an improper attempt to influence an investigation, he explained. Everyone by now knows perfectly well that the FBI is crooked, and it has become, under former President Barack Hussein Obama, just another extension of the crooked and corrupt Democrat Party. And it's even more apparent that it needs to be stopped and disbanded, while at the same time replaced with an organization that's there to serve we the people, not the politicians who are above the law, such as crooked Hillary Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama. Please share if you agree the FBI needs to be disbanded and replaced with an organization who enforces the law blindly. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.